not saying they're all vintage like me, okay? I'm not saying they're all old farts, but most of the people that I have on my Rolodex have been around the block a few times, and who thinks that having a supplier in a pretty important game like drawing customers to your business, it might be best to have someone around you that's done it a few times. Yeah, okay. Right, just before we finish up, guys, what I thought I'd do is show you some Facebook advertising. This is Sprinkles. I was telling you there before, that's the queue they have outside their shops of a morning when they do the whisper word at 5 a.m. So that's the sort of response they get. They say, of course, it's for the first 50 people, but they'll take 500. Okay, that's one of their Facebook ads you'll see there. Okay, whisper Aurora today, and you get the whatever it is, free cupcake of your choice. They even have an ATM cupcake machine now, where you actually get your cupcakes out of the machine. That's like spooky. Could only happen in America. Now, if you all wanted to do a Facebook ad, please consider doing video. I mean, at the end of the day, that's the world now. It's the fastest growing component on the internet, and that's why YouTube's pretty good. Sorry, guys, on Facebook Live, have a beer with me afterwards and I'll tell you what it's like to run one of these events, but the camera went dead, so unfortunately you've been away for 5 minutes. There's probably 4 of you left. Okay, so therefore if you are going to do Facebook advertising, then really do video. And you might say, but I don't know how to do video, isn't it expensive? No, I'll show you how to put a video ad together for about $997. Have a look at this, and by the way, have a look how we capture your attention up front. We use the techniques that the women's magazines use, and you can use celebrity faces and buy iStock images, and you'll pay about $5 for each of these images. I used to be a consultant to Kerry Packer looking after ACP magazines, and they are Women's Day and Women's Weekly and Burke's Backyard and bloody Good Medicine, all that sort of stuff, right? And my job was to sell more magazines, and so therefore we were in deep trouble when Princess Di passed away, because she sold a lot of magazines for us. We tried Jennifer Aniston, George Clooney, you name it, but nothing sells like a royal family. And so I know a bit about, basically, attracting the attention of women. Have a look at this, and you'll see how on this Facebook video ad we attract the attention of women right up front. And have a look at how this is not your normal hairdressing ad. Have a look at this as a transformation of a female ad.
What do Kate Hudson, Scarlett Johansson and Beyonce have in common? They always look $1 million because their appearance is enhanced by choosing an expert when it comes to ensuring their hairstyle makes the right personal statement for them. At Brisbane's #1 hair salon, Prestige Cuts, our aim is to provide you not only with a stunning appearance, but also the comfort of enjoying a look and feel that complements your lifestyle, hair type, face and body shape. You see, we're not just another hair salon, we're appearance specialists with an objective to provide you the perfect ambiance to suit your everyday life. Go on, be spoiled. Check out our website and you'll be impressed.
Now, was that the normal hair salon advertisement where the ladies are under the space machine or whatever it is? No. I don't know what they do under there. It's all about showing you that if you use us, then you've got a pretty good chance of being transformed, and that's what every lady wants when she goes to the hair salon. My ad that got you people here, you know what it is, it's stuff like that, so therefore I'll use Seinfeld. Of course I will. If I'm going to milk him, I might as well do it, because if you did what I did with him, you would too. When you click that, you go through a landing page. You guys would have been through this exercise, so you know what it's all about. So the reason I'm saying this to you, you can't have a Facebook ad without a landing page. You are pissing money up against the wall if you're not doing that. So you have to send them to a specific landing page, and on that landing page, its role is to be the second step of a two-step sell. You see, what most of us do that are mistakes is that we put ads in Facebook or letterbox brochures or TV or radio, and we expect a one-step sell. We expect that they're going to fall in love with our business and then buy shit from us. But what most people do is react to a 2 or 3-step sell. So, for example, instead of Dr. Snooze putting a full-page ad in Sunday's paper which says mattresses were $2,000, now down to $1,299, because only 4% of people woke up this morning in Australia thinking about any of your products. 4% thought about home loans, 4% thought about refrigerators, 4% thought about beds. That's statistically the case. 4% woke up thinking about a product or service this morning. But guess what? In Australia, between 40 and 50% of people suffer from a bad neck or bad back. So instead of Dr. Snooze putting that mattress in with a typical price discount, $2,000 down to $1,299, what he should do is put an ad in the paper and says, are you one of the 44% of Australians who suffer from a bad neck or bad back? If you do, go to fixmybadback.com and we'll tell you how to get it fixed within 24 hours. And when they go through to fixmyback.com, what do you think? They get a free report. It says there, download the free report, and we'll show you how you can fix your back within 24 hours. When they download that free report, they give their data, and when they get the free report, guess what the first thing it says? Get a new mattress, you moron, because that will fix your back. And guess what? We know somewhere we can get a new mattress. It's called a two-step sell. And it's amazing how many people just don't do it. So if you're putting Facebook ads out, make sure you put a landing page behind it like this. I want to show you this one, and then I'll show you how you can join our club. Okay, in this instance here, this is a Vanuatu resort that Gail and I enjoy going to, because out of Brisbane it's 2 hours away. It's fantastic. Fiji is about 3.5. And it's called the Havana Resort. And he was pretty shitty because he was paying a lot of commission to Expedia and What If. And I well, get over it, that's the way it is. But he's only got 20 rooms. They're all $500 to $1,000 a night, so it's a nice resort, as you can see. But he didn't want to pay out that commission. I said, well, get off your ass and do your own advertising. And he said, okay, well, how would I do that? I said, you put together a Facebook ad and it would look like that. Okay, and what you'll do is you'll say to rich people in Brisbane, then you've got 2 hours. You've got a choice of 2 hours going to shitty Melbourne where it rains and everybody's just miserable, or you can go to Vanuatu where everybody's good looking, they're in the swimming, it's paradise. Where would you rather go? So what happens is that we actually played this ad. Not a word is, but when I wrote this ad, by the way, I didn't have to write too much because it's just imagery. Here's what the Facebook ad looks like. So who wants to go to Melbourne? Okay. Now the results of that were quite silly. What happened is that I sketched up what the landing page would look like when you clicked onto that ad. You went through to a landing page. You'll see how I've designed it there, but then we give it to our art studio and it comes out like that. So therefore exactly how I designed it. You'll see the similarities. And when you come through to that, you leave your name and address details there and we will send you what our Pamper Pack is. It's a VIP Pamper package. Why did we do that rather than just having a September discount? It's because if you actually want to go to this resort during Christmas, do you think you get the same VIP Pamper Pack that you would get when you go there outside of school holidays in September? No. And that Pamper Pack is not a price discount, and it's not just a bottle of champagne on arrival, please. What it is they have a little honeymoon island, which is only 5 minutes away from the resort. They'll take you over there and leave you there for half a day, hopefully come back and pick you up one day, with an esky and champagne and lobster and all that sort of stuff. So we threw a few of those in and all sorts of other things. And guess what? He's only got 20 rooms to fill. That's easy. Like, you know, I've normally looked after resorts that have got 320 rooms to fill. So this was really easy. We spent $910 over 4 days on Facebook, and we had to stop it. He was full for the next 3 months. So simple. It's so simple. And that's called emotional direct response marketing. It's all about the emotion. Don't tell me that they only buy real estate on emotion. We buy a crunchy bar on emotion. So it's got to be emotional direct response marketing. And what I thought I would do, I'll just play you one more if I zip through here. What I might do, this one was an interesting one. There's a dress shop on the Gold Coast, and they said to me that they were the sole stockists on southeast Queensland of the clothing for the Bachelor TV show. And the Bachelor TV show, this was about 2 months ago, was starting in a few nights' time. And they said, how do we exploit it? I said, well, what we'll do is put an ad together and say that you can win the dress from the show. Just vote for your favourite colour. You see, people will do any research, anything you want. A survey on Facebook, it's amazing. People want to be interactive with it. So what happened is that we just spent $92 in 3 days, and they got 390 leads of people actually entering that contest. So when you clicked on that, you went through to the landing page. I don't know what's happened here, but when you clicked on it, you went through to the landing page, and I designed the landing page. That's all it was. Vote on your favourite colour to win the Lisa's jumpsuit from the show. Fill in your details, and we gave a few more details of other dresses, and they actually ended up getting something like 380 or 390 leads for $92. Who at the moment is spending money on Facebook? Who's spending money on Facebook? Okay, and keep your hand up if you're not real excited about the results. Okay. Well, it could possibly be because the ad is not engaging enough, the offer is not a direct response offer, so you don't have time limitation or you don't have scarcity, and you're not sending them to a landing page for the second sell. Who's sending them to a landing page at the moment? Not your website, a specific landing page. Okay, that's good, only one. So there's reasons why it not be working. Okay, so therefore that's about it, guys. Do you want me, if I could just, if you could bear with me for maybe 5 to 10 minutes more, would you like me to tell you how you can get into all this sort of shit? Okay. I shouldn't say that, all this sort of shit. This good shit, okay, yeah. Okay, so therefore we have a couple of programs. If you're doing $500,000 or more, you might be interested in my private coaching, and if you are, then you can just see Jody down the back of the room there before you go, and she'll give you a pamphlet on private coaching and show you what that's all about. Basically, you get me. You can contact me at any time. You can ring and have calls with me, Skype call, whatever you want to do. And that particular one suits you if you're probably doing $500,000 or more, because it's real money. It's $2.5 a month, 2,497 a month. Nothing's ever 2.5, of course. So that adds up to just under 30 grand a year. But if you're doing $500,000 or more in turnover, think about it. You're probably paying your receptionist that plus more. So think which one might get you a better return on investment, okay? By the way, for Facebook Live, you might as well stick around because I might as well tell you what this is all about as well. If you're doing under the $500,000 mark, I understand that you might not have 30K a year that you might want to drop. So what we've done is we've produced a program which is we're launching on December 1 online, because the beautiful thing with Facebook now is I can launch this anywhere, Los Angeles, London, Darwin, Perth, doesn't matter. We're launching it for $1,497 a month. But what we're doing before December 1, and we've been doing it for the last 3 seminars, is that we're offering it for a third of that. And why do you think I'm offering it for $497 a month instead of $1497 a month? Because I want critical mass. I want to get a critical mass in this club to start with. I want to get 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 100 people in the club straight away. And the reason I want them in the club straight away at $497 a month, which if you multiply that out is about 5,900, is because I want to be able to demonstrate online to other people in Los Angeles or London or anywhere. These days you can sell this sort of stuff anywhere around the world. I want to demonstrate to them that other businesses are in there benefiting from it. And the best way to do that is via Facebook Live. And so I thought what I'd do is actually, it's not Facebook Live, the Facebook Club. And what I want to show you is a live presentation here of our Facebook page, if maybe sometime today. That means that when you join this club for $497 a month, you've got 24/7 access to me. And so we're bringing it up here now to show you exactly what happens with that. That means that at any time of the day, any day of the week that you want to ask me a question, you just simply type into Facebook. It'll be a closed group, Facebook club for what we call the wowpreneurs, okay? And you can ask any question that you like. That'd be my luck, wouldn't it, that we don't have internet? And you can ask any question you like. You might have signage that you need a comment on outside your business. You might want to put a Facebook campaign together and you want to ask me, do you think that's okay? You might need a quick layout for a brochure that you're putting together. Now, you might ask me, well, JD, how can you do that? If you're only charging, $500 a month, so you're getting $6 grand a year out of us, how can you possibly do that? I'll tell you how. Because at the moment, between our masterclass private coaching, which is that banner over there, and the Marketing Academy, we have about 108 members at the moment. We've got about 50 members in the WOW Marketing Academy, which is the one that I'm telling you is the $497. Out of the 100 odd people that are in my club at the moment, how many questions do you think I get on Facebook every day? Who wants to take a stab at that? About 3, about 4, maybe 5. So therefore, it's really easy for me to answer 3, 4 or 5 questions a day. And the reason I'm saying this, if anyone's in the room in the advisory business, do the same thing. I took this idea from someone in America. Not many people would do it because they're not game to do it. They think they're going to get smashed with lots and lots of questions. Now, it'll be a different 5 people tomorrow than it will be today. So eventually the 50 people that are in the program at the moment will probably get their value out of it over the month. But I'm only having to answer 3, 4 or 5 questions a day. So that's why you can actually give this incredible service where you're making yourself available 24/7. I wanted to highlight that to you because otherwise it sounds like bullshit. It just sounds like, oh, come on, if you get 100 people in there, how can you possibly answer any? Well, because you're only going to get 4 or 5 questions a day, that's all. So therefore, I'll show you how it works. This happens to be live as it is right now. You'll see at this, Lisa Shapter, she says, JD at the May workshop, I mentioned a company that do 3B business cards. I finally found the details, so she's sharing that with everyone. That's pretty boring, so we'll move through that. Rick Bear, hey JD, first draft for website, closed Facebook group and supply list. I'm sure John Moore's team, he happens to be our website designer, will put their touches to it. Did copy yours quite a bit, so he's copied my thing, hope you don't mind. So we won't open it, but obviously there's a PDF there of what he's got on his website. He wants me to comment on it. We can scroll down a little bit further, keep going, keep going. Okay, JD, we were inspired by your great workshop and now seek your advice for a script for a doodle video. Really enjoyed the journey that my leisure pill, so he's a leisure pill company in Auckland. He's asking my question. Keep coming. Try and get to ones where I've actually, interacted with them. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Okay, keep going, keep going, keep going. Okay, yeah. Okay, JD, I need help. Now this lady's a lovely lady, Jennifer her name is, and I said to her, can you ever ask just one question? It's always 2 or 3 or 33, so she laughs, JD, I need help in more ways than one. Once the Facebook ad goes live, I'm hoping to need further assistance in the shape of staff. Is it wrong to advert for staff on your fence? I get weird questions too, by the way. And number 2, can you comment on what signage could be possible, what to include on it, blah, blah, blah. Keep going, okay, scroll that down. Then I say, keep going, keep going. Okay, so there I say to her, Jennifer, while signage on the fence for this sort of stuff might be spraying bullets a little, because she sells boats, by the way, compared to targeted ad in an online portal like Seek or whatever, it's probably worth having a shot. So I've attached here a layout of what the portrait banner signs might say. Just keep in mind there will be collateral damage with spraying bullets like this. In other words, it's not, targeted. So you may have to put up some tire kickers knocking on the door. So she has a big fence that goes around. She has a big fence that goes around her boating shop, and what I'm saying is that she would use banners the likes of that I've got in the room here to actually ask for sales stuff. Now, that's a silly question, to be honest with you. That's not going to make a big difference to a business, but if we scroll through it, you'll see it over and over and over again. Just scroll through it, just scroll. So you'll see it goes on and on and on and on. All of these people are asking me all the time questions, and I get about 5 or 6 a day, so that's why I can do this. By the way, that video that I showed you for the hair salon, that is put together by one of our suppliers, a videography company, and guess what? They've never visited that salon. They don't need to go out there. It's what's called a carousel slide video. So therefore they just get the images off iStock or 123RF or one of the royalty-free libraries. They put the script together for you. They do the voiceover. They put the music behind it for $997. Like, it's crazy. Can you imagine if you got a camera crew in with the lights and the umbrellas and all that shit that goes with it? So that's the benefit of being involved in this. You get all of these people on our Rolodex list. And what I thought I'd do, this little video goes for how long? We got it ready to go? I'll just play this video rather than you hear me rabbiting on. How about I just play this video? It goes for about 6 or 7 minutes, and that's the end of the night. Okay, so if you wanted to get home, that's the end of the night. And I think it's better if I play this rather than me rant on, because this will show you all the stuff that's in this club for $497 a month. Off we go. Oh, sorry, I got to press the button. Okay.
So if you own a business, I'm guessing you can see the massive power of my direct response marketing system and how this proven system can attract new clients to one's products or services.
Nightmare.
What I'm going to do now is show you a way that you can A, exploit this proven client attraction formula for your business or for your products or services, and B, actually get me personally to be your quasi-marketing manager with 24/7 access to me. Yes, 24/7 access to me personally. Now you've got 2 options. Option 1, you can continue going it alone and spending thousands, possibly tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands of dollars figuring out how to attract new clients and perhaps wasting a number of years doing so. Or option 2, you can grab this opportunity to get a proven client attraction marketing system from someone who has mastered it. In other words, you can fast track the whole thing. Now let me tell you about the WOW Marketing Academy. Now this is all about me giving you an opportunity to learn how to attract new clients. What you'll get out of this program that I'm just about to explain to you is a proven client attraction marketing system that you can implement to hopefully get massive results for your products or services. You're going to get access to the world's largest marketing ideas library. This is a real knockout. Wait till I tell you about that in just a moment. You're going to get 24/7 access to me personally to answer any queries you have regarding the marketing of your products or services. Now that's a biggie. I don't think you'll find that through any other coaching program anywhere in the world where you get 24/7 access to the coach personally. The program is perfect for you if you own a business, you want to start a business, you look after marketing perhaps for a business, or you want some cheat sheets, or you might be a freelancer advising business owners. Again, the whole cheat sheet thing comes in. I can actually provide you with all the stuff that you can be charging your clients to provide your advice to. What you're going to get is this. Twice monthly, you're going to enjoy a live teleconference with me personally. Now, twice a month, I have a live teleconference where you get the opportunity to ask me questions, anything about your business, anything about marketing, and you'll get quick fire responses, I can guarantee you. Each one of these teleconferences is recorded and stored so that you can always listen to them later if you can't make it. You get to be exposed to marketing challenges of other businesses, which is really important, and you can learn from my recommendations. Okay, so the next component of this program is my WOW Marketing Phenomena. So what you get is a number of things. Firstly, a 6-part video training series that takes you through the whole client attraction system, a lot of which you've seen today. And you also get that in audio form, so you can listen to me if you're jogging or driving, won't you just love that? But you also get our workbook, and in that workbook it shows you how to put together a marketing plan. I actually give you the steps on how you can put together a marketing plan for your business. Okay, so now here's a big one. This is a fantastic and I believe very valuable component of this program. It's WOW Central. And what you're going to do is get access to the largest marketing ideas bank in the world. It's a library of all my past and present winning client attraction marketing concepts for you to swipe and use. The next component is a gigantic dossier, a gigantic book. You'll see here the photograph of me holding this WOW Manifesto book. It's a gigantic case study swipe file. Now what the difference is between this and WOW Central is that these are pure case studies. This is showing you case studies of promotional and marketing ideas that have worked. You get the electronic version of this book. You see the size of a tabloid book in reality, then we won't be able to send this out by the mail. You also get a 10-step audio. Okay, so this is a 10-chapter book, so therefore you get the 10-step audio that goes with it. It's an incredible case study swipe file that you can just grab and mirror the sorts of case studies in there for your industry. And of course you can see what the book looks like. It's huge. As I said, you're getting the electronic version of it. We don't want to mail this book around the world, but you get access to the electronic version of it. As the pages are flipping over here, you'll see we cover all sorts of things. We cover how you create a wow factor, and we cover in there how to get your emotional direct response advertising to work for you. The other thing that we have is a regular web class coaching, okay? We have a webinar every 2 weeks. So you'll see here, this happens to be a split screen one where I was interviewing one of the managers of the Walt Disney World Resorts. This particular guy here was one of our webinars. We have interviews with Facebook experts, with LinkedIn experts, with graphic design experts, website designers. This happens to be one you'll see with the Mickey Mouse ears behind this particular guy. He happens to be one of the senior managers of the Disney resorts in Florida. And if anyone knows about customer service or providing extraordinary customer experiences, well, it's someone who's been in the senior management level of Disney. Now that webinar happens every 2 weeks. It's a 60-minute live webinar and it covers all types of client attraction subjects. As mentioned before, website design, Facebook ads, social media, AdWords, print advertising, copywriting, how you can hold events and sell once to many. That might be a webinar or it might very well be a live event. We go through all of that on a regular basis every 2 weeks. All these webinars are recorded, so if you can't watch them live, well, you can actually watch them at any time that suits you. Now this is another important component of our WOW Marketing Academy program, and that is a supplier network Rolodex. Basically our dream team of suppliers for all of the marketing communications that's available to you. We've gone out of our way to make sure we pick what we believe are the best suppliers when it comes to Facebook advertising, or it comes to website design, or creating scripts, or copywriting and so forth. We're happy to provide you with access to this team, and it's a valuable resource that can save you a huge amount of time trying to find the right people for the right job. You know that, okay? Now, let me ask you this question at this point. What's one new customer to you worth? Is a new customer worth $3,000 or $5,000 or $10,000 or $25,000? The reason I'm asking that question is because I know that I can provide you with incredible value that hopefully will help you get more clients quickly. So therefore, when I give you the investment that you'll need to make to be a member of this program, you can work out really quickly what your break-even might be.
Okay. So guys, I won't go on about it anymore. You guys know that the deal is $497 a month. So what we're doing is that from December 1, we're going to flog this here and overseas for $497 a month. And what we're doing up until December 1 is that it's $497 a month. Okay, it's $497 a month. You multiply that by 12 and you end up with I know this off by heart of course, 5,984. So that's what the annual investment is over the 12 months. And what we do, I want to show you how to do this for your business, is that if anyone decides that they want to actually pay up front tonight, we'll take $1,000 off and we'll make it $4,997. And the extra bonus that we give with that payment up front tonight, why do you think we do $1,000 off? Okay, you're going to sit there and go, aren't you hypocritical? You were talking about price discounting being evil before. And yes, it is, but I'm talking about it being evil if that's part of your mantra day in and day out. If you ask someone to give up 3 hours of their time and leave their home and family to come to a function, you better make sure that you reward them and you give them some sort of bonus. So David Jones and Myer, there's nothing wrong with them having a half-year sale and a Boxing Day sale. That makes sense. Gets rid of dead stock and all that sort of... But what you don't want to do is make price discounting a regular part of your mantra. So therefore, in my instance, I believed if you're holding an event and you've got people to come along and they leave their home, then you better give them a bonus if they're going to pay up front. And of course, the other reason for that is cash flow. Just makes sense, okay? Makes sense. So therefore, what we do, if you wanted to join tonight, you can either take the $497 by 12 and you pay that on a monthly basis, or if you wanted to pay up front, it's $4,997 and you save yourself $1,000. But also, we'll throw in a bonus that if you do actually pay up front tonight, I will actually give you a consult. So that's either via Skype or phone call. It's entirely up to you. Most people prefer phone calls these days because Skype drops in and out. You can have as many of your team on that call. You can make it a teleconference. It doesn't matter. And so therefore what I will do is that we will send you out a questionnaire, and that questionnaire is online, so you just simply fill that in and it gives me all the details about your business so that I can read that before we hit the phone. Because the last thing we want to do when, you know, you've got me for an hour on the phone, you don't want me to be asking you, what's the weather like in Melbourne and all this sort of stuff. You want me to say, look, I've read your questionnaire and I know that your competitors are this, this, this and this. I know that you're doing this much turnover. I know that you're doing this on Facebook. I've seen your ads, da-da-da-da. This is what I think you should do. And what I'm hoping on that 1 hour Skype call that I'll give you, if you do the payment up front, is that we actually map out pretty much a marketing plan for you there and then. Now, is it a bit different from my private coaching? And my private coaching thing, well, of course, they get a 30 or 40 page marketing plan. They get layouts for everything, but of course, they're paying $30,000 a year. So therefore, that's what they get. But the fact is, in this instance, I think you'll find that 1 hour call with me, be it Skype or telephone, to be pretty damn valuable. Can I guarantee that I'm going to pull the longest water slide in the world out of my ass and do that for you so you make another $800,000? I don't know. I can't guarantee that. Who knows? But I do know that, Jody, what would you say the percentage amount of people that say that they've got like pretty big value out of that call, you get the response from because you're talking to them the week later?
Well, I haven't had any bad feedback yet.
Not any bad feedback? That's unusual. I thought we did get a couple actually, but anyway. So that's it, guys. Is there any questions at all if you're interested? I mean, at the moment, who in the room believes that they really do need marketing help? Okay, forget whether it's me, but you just really do need marketing help. And the way I look at it is that if I said to you, do you think that sales and marketing skills are the most important thing in your business? I'm guessing you'd probably say yes. But then if I said to you, do you have an accountant? You'd say yes. Do you have a solicitor? You'd say yes. But if I said to you, well, 30 seconds ago, you just admitted that having sales or marketing skills in your business is the most important thing, because without a sale, you haven't got a business. If I asked you then, if that's the most important thing, who here has anybody advising them on sales or marketing? Well, let's ask the question. You? Okay, one. That's it. That's it. And there's a chance that the person that might be getting advice is being told to put their ad on the side of a bus. I don't know, you know. So this is very different. It's flipped the model from what you probably would have seen before. Well, now, you expect me to say that. Who thinks that what they've seen here tonight is quite different from what you've heard before? Okay, those that didn't put their hand up, again, I hope you die in your sleep tonight because you did not support that whole thing that I was doing that. Yeah, it is. It's really, really different. I've got 6 Gen Y kids. They've all done university, so they've all done the business management courses, and within that is marketing. And every single one of them, despite the fact that they're not really interested in what I do for a living, what do Gen Ys care? In fact, I don't know, for a little while there, they even knew what I did. But they've all said to me, Dad, in 4 years of uni doing this business course and being told by lecturers, you know, you've got to sponsor the Brisbane Broncos and all this rubbish, we learned that this is crap. We learned that the stuff that you preach is actually the way to do it. And it is, if you want measurable advertising. Okay, guys, so that's about it. Look, who in the room would be open to talking to us about this? Because Jody has some forms. Who here would like to hang around for 5 minutes and have a chat to us? Anybody? Okay, well, hang around after this, and for all of you who are not hanging around, again, I hope you die in your sleep tonight. But those of you who would like to learn more about it, then just hang around, and what we'll do is we'll give you a form to fill in, and if you are going to do one of these programs, we'll organise with you a call throughout this coming week so that we knock that over pretty quickly. And if anyone in the room is interested in private coaching, which is the bigger program, then just still hang around at the end of this, and we'll help you out. And if you don't mind, can you give all of you, because you've laughed at quite a few corny dad jokes tonight, can you give yourself a round of applause? Good. Thank you. Thank you very much. And by the way, if you enjoyed tonight, keep in mind you got this for free. We didn't exactly charge $1,000 for you to come in. So if you did enjoy what you received tonight, I'd be very appreciative. You know, the Facebook page for us is the Institute of Wow. And if you'd be kind enough, given that you got all of this for free so far, if you just might like to make a nice comment that you found that the thing was valuable and that you'd recommend to anybody. If you don't feel that way, of course, don't do it. But if you did have a good time and you think that was valuable, it'd be nice if you just posted something on the Institute of Wow to say that it was a good evening and you recommend it to others. Okay, guys, all the best. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. As well.